Hello you guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. Welcome to Fish Talk Friday. If you haven't seen this, another Fish Talk Friday, my two previous Fish Talk Fridays, the first one was about spinnerbaits, the second one was about one of the swim baits I'm about to show you. So, what this Fish Talk Friday is about, I'm going to talk a little bit about when I use big swim baits. These aren't like all big swim baits, some of them are like decent size, but when I use big swim baits or when I use swim baits in general, and I'm going to be showing you guys all of my swim baits in these two boxes, and I'm going to be showing you underwater footage of them. So, I put my camera in my pool to get the underwater footage. So, first off, I use big swim baits or any swim baits usually when the water's clear, because when the water's murky, fish don't really rely on sight that much, and swim baits don't make a noise. Sometimes they make thumping action like my Huddleston 68 Deluxe, but most of the time they rely on sight when it's in clear water, but when it's murky they rely on like sounds or like flashing lights like a spinnerbait or a chatterbait for the vibrations. So, if you guys didn't see my last video, go check it out. I got the Tranx 300, which is amazing at throwing big swim baits. And basically, I throw big swim baits really only when it's clear water or like clearer water, because the fish can obviously see the bait. So, let's just get right into this. So, my first swim bait I showed to you guys underwater was the Huddleston 68 Deluxe. This costs about, it's a 6-inch bait with, so Huddleston is a brand and they make 6-inch baits and 8-inch baits. They make other ones, but 6 inches and 8 inches, and this is the 68. It's a crossover between the two, so it's 6 inches, but the tail is from an 8-inch bait. It's oversized. So what they used to do, a lot of anglers, a lot of fishermen used to buy the 6-inch and the 8-inch, and they'd cut the tail of the 8-inch off and put it on the 6-inch because it gives it more thumping action in the water, and you guys are gonna see that in the video. I think I got good footage of it, I don't know, but here's the footage right now. And this bait costs about, I think it's about $26. I bought it off eBay because they were sold out on Tackle Warehouse, so it ended up being about $33, I believe. But yeah, just a great bait. I haven't caught anything on it yet, but I've had a lot of followers. Like, a lot of small fish followed it. I don't think they wanted to eat it. A lot of them were like, a lot of the bass were about the same size as this, if like a little bit bigger, like double. But yeah, a lot of the fish just followed it, and I don't know if they thought it was like part of their like group and like they were schooling with it, or I don't know if they were planning to eat it, but yep, that's the Huddleston 68 Deluxe. Next up, I have this perch swim bait. I got it from Bass Pro Shops. I think it's only like $7. It's a really cheap bait. I got this when I first started getting into throwing big swim baits, and at the time I didn't have a big swim bait rod, so I couldn't really get anything over 1/2 ounces, which is what my Pro Qualifier throws. And this is I think 1 3/8 ounces, so a little bit under 1.5. It represents, there should be eyes, but mine fell off. I haven't caught anything on this, but yeah, there's I don't really use this a lot. I did it in the beginning, but I didn't catch anything on it. It just represents a perch. I might use this if I go to my lake because they have a lot of perch there, but soft baits like this, they only have 1 treble hook, which I don't like. I like 2 treble hooks on my bigger baits. This is 6 inches. Here's the underwater footage right now. Next up, we have this little tiny bluegill swim bait. This isn't even like a big bait. This is actually really small. I just put it in my big bait box, but it just represents a little sunfish. It doesn't have that much action. When you reel it in slow, it goes like sideways and just goes like this, but when you reel it in faster, it actually has some decent action. It like goes back and forth, like almost like an S-waver, but like a tighter, like, you know, almost like a glide bait, but like tighter and underwater. So, yep. Here's the underwater footage of this now. Not sure the cost on this one. Next we have a live target gizzard shad, 4 inches. Or no, this is 5 inches, I believe. Yeah, this is the 5-inch version. 2 ounces. They make a 4-inch, 4.5 inch. So they make 1 ounce, 1.5 ounce, 2 ounces. But yeah, this is my gizzard shad. I haven't used this a lot either, but I've used the, what's it called? I've used the live target bluegill, which I've caught 2 fish on, and Yeah, but that snapped off, the live target bluegill. But this thing has the same action as live target bluegill, and it just like, the tail goes like really like slow through the water. It's almost like, it reminds me of the Huddleston almost because of the big tail and the small body. And I believe this costs about $10. Next, we have the Bass Pro Shops Bass Pro Shops XBS Boss Glide Swimbait, I think it's called. I don't know what color this is. I know they come in 4 different colors, like a rainbow trout, a more yellower one, and there's 2 similar to this one. I don't know, but this to me imitates like a shad or something like that, or just a bait fish. And I've caught 2 fish on this. It's 6.5 inches, 2.5 ounces, I believe. They make smaller versions like the 4 3/4 inches versus the 6.5. But yeah, this thing has great action in the water. This one was only about $12, but if you really are into big swim baits and you want a nicer one, I don't think there's that much of a difference. Same size, probably same action, but it's probably a little bit better. But the River to Sea S Waver, it's about $40-something, and I'm pretty sure that comes in an 8-inch as well. But yeah, I've caught 2 fish on this. I love the double treble hooks. They're placed perfectly for hookups. And yeah, this is one of my favorite baits. I love glide baits. Both of my bites have come right when I was about to pull the bait out of the water, like right on the bank. Like the fish came out of the bank and just swallowed it. So this is a great bait. And glide baits go in a big, wide S motion, depending on how like fast you reel it in. There's a lot of factors, but yeah, I think like the slow reel in really like gets the fish, like slow rolling it. A lot of the fish like that. So yep. This one I got for free from my friend. I don't know how much money it was, but I think they come in packs of 2 maybe, or he ordered 2, but it's a 5-inch bait. He wanted like the smaller ones. I don't think well, I do have some, but they're in the other room, but yeah, he just didn't want this one, so he gave it to me. Actually, he got 2, so he kept one, he gave me one. It's just a little gizzard shad, as you can see by the dot right there. Haven't used this one either. I got this a really long time ago. Just never thought it was the coolest, but it looks pretty good. You can definitely catch a fish on this. But yeah, the action's alright in the water. It's kind of like goes sideways when you don't reel it in fast, and then it like really goes when you reel it in fast. So you kind of just gotta test out your lures before you get out on the water, or test them out like when you're out on the water. Like see what works best for you. Everyone fishes a swim bait differently, so just find what's best for you. Next, we have these. My friend also ordered the wrong size and he didn't want them, so he gave some to me. Got some 6-inch Bass Pro Shops Tournament Series, like paddle tail swim baits. I guess you could use these as trailers, but it had to be a big bait or else it would look awkward. But yeah, here we have this. I don't know. They come in packs of 6, I believe. It's either 5 or 6. Some right there. I pair them up with 6/0 weighted belly hooks. You definitely want to do weighted belly hooks, or else these are going to just gonna sink. I mean, no, not sink. They're gonna float if you don't use weighted belly hooks, and it's just gonna look so stupid. It's gonna be like just gonna be gliding across the top of the water, and you're not gonna be able to get it down unless you wait a lot. So I use 6/0 weighted belly hooks right here. My friend uses 8/0 Owner Beast hooks. These are, I don't know what brand these are. I wanted to say Gamakatsu, but I don't think they are. Yep, and then lastly we have these little, what are they called? Alright you guys, sorry, my camera ran out of storage, my memory card, because I have a lot of footage from Coons Lake, so that video is coming next week. Next we have these, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What are they called? They're great for stripers. Oh, Storm Wild Eye shad. They're great for stripers. This is 4 inches, I believe. Yeah, great for stripers. A lot of people use them. I have not caught anything on it. I got a couple of bites. I think they were stripers at my lake house by the dam. But yeah, a video about that should be coming soon too, if I film it next time. But yeah, here's the footage of these right now. These are about, I think, $5 for a pack of 3, maybe $6, maybe a little bit more. I don't really know, but yep. There's those. Last but not least, I have my cousin's swim bait. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth about this bait. It's $110. He makes many more. Hill Country swim baits. You guys can watch the last video on my channel. No, not the last video. Last Fish Talk Friday, so 2 videos ago, about this bait. But you guys can go watch that video. Yeah. I'll put that as the end card. So in the end card, in the end of the video, you guys can click that and go watch it. But here it is. And if you guys want to see a bunch of fish caught on this, I caught 2 fish on it. If you guys want to see all those and other footage of this swimming, or go check out the website, check out the video. That'll be linked at the end. And an honorable mention is this. It's kind of a swim bait, kind of not. It's a bulldog. It's a musky lure. There's this lake down the street with muskie, and I really want to catch one, so I picked up this. It's about $17. I picked it up at Fishing Connection, but there you go. There you go. Didn't get footage of that though, because I don't really consider it a swim bait. Oh, I do have another one. This swim bait. I love this swim bait. This is like my go-to pond fishing swim bait because it's not like huge. It's 6 inches, and I love the action on it. It's like a snake. It like goes perfectly through the water. It looks so much like a real fish, and I just love that bait. That one, I don't know how much money it is. I got that as a gift. It kind of reminds me of the Mike Buka bull shad. I don't know, but here's the footage of it right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. See ya.